Welcome back, guys. Going with the mono red deck here today. We're trying to make use of a couple cards that I don't see a lot of play. Electrodominance and a Doublecast. So this is a very, very basic deck. You're just trying to kill them as fast as possible and get value out of Electrodominance on your swing turn. So when you have your swing turn where they're going to die, this is trying to bring that turn. This is basically trying to make it to where you can reach that turn one turn earlier. J is a backup plan. Doublecast is kind of the same thing as Electrodominance. These two cards kind of function the same way, as strange as that sounds, in this deck at least. You're usually casting Electrodominance for like 4 or 5, then you're casting a 2 or 3 cost card for free, you know? Whereas with Doublecast, you're casting a 2 or 3 cost card and you're double casting it for 2. Or Doublecast can be used in conjunction with Electrodominance or Banefire to pull off some pretty crazy combos if you have enough stuff in your hand. Because we need to burn through a lot of cards quickly, we are running 4 risk factors and 4 Flame of the Kelds, which is very, I know it's most people do not run those in the same deck, and they don't run 4 copies, but because of the way this deck works, we do need to run 4 copies because it is almost crucial to survival that we get one or the other. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about on this one. It's just making use of these new cards, so I'm gonna hop in and see how it does. Our opponent, guy 25. Oh, a 1 land starting hand. Not good. Well, do we keep it? I do not think we do. Better, not perfect, but we'll have to go with it. That's fine. If we did not have a risk factor in hand, I think I would have put that on the bottom, but with the risk factor in hand, we will keep it on the top. Plus it gives us a play for our Skewer on 3rd turn. So we can strike and Skewer on the same turn for 6 damage. So we'll probably play Jaya Ballard next turn. We could risk factor again. He's just gonna let us draw cards. Let's go ahead and Jay.
Stand back and watch a master at work. Yes, fight fire with fire. But what kind of fire?
Flame of Keld is interesting here. If we had 6 mana, I'd probably play it. 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't. Oh, we do with him. So let's do this. We're going to add 3.
Prepare yourself.
We're going to Direct Current. Spectacle. Flame of Keld. So we can Banefire. Let's see, and we could probably do this and 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can do this for, we can Banefire for 8, or we can play this. So let's do this.
This is going to be good.
Let's do this for 4. It's risk factor. Get rid of the Banefire. So he's going to have to take the damage from risk factor. Or he's going to have to let me draw the cards, I mean. Man, a lot of cards in the deck would have won us the game that turn. Unfortunately, we just didn't draw any of them. Shock is not what we needed. We needed anything with even 1 more damage. But if you can't gain life this turn, we have 1 anyways, I believe. Except for now he's got 16, 17, 18, 19 damage. Oh, he has lethal. Oh, he didn't. He'd give it a +1/+1. Okay, well, good game. Yeah, so not a bad little deck for a different take on mono red. Something a little different. We'll do a couple more. You know, it's funny, generally I am not a aggro player, although the videos I've posted on the channel lately have been a couple aggro decks. I don't know, just something different. I play a lot of control. The problem with control is it's very non-YouTube friendly because, you know, whereas with these decks I can play, you know, 3 matches in 20 minutes or whatever. With my control decks, 1 match is like 40 minutes long, you know, so... eventually I do want to put some of my control decks on here because they're more complex and I've put a lot more work into them. I don't know, you guys have to let me know in the comments, you know, whether that's something you want to see or not. If you do, then I'll make a video showcasing. I have a couple decks that work off of the Kaya's Planeswalker. Which is not often used card in main board, and I use it as a win con along with the Ill-Gotten Inheritance and a couple other things. Next turn we have to decide whether we want a risk factor or just throw another field out. Risk factor is really good with double cast, but 5 mana is kind of far out for us right now. I think we do the greedy play and throw another field out. We really need land. Okay, there we go. What do we do? We can Banefire for 3, which will be 5 damage. Risk factor will be 5 damage. If we keep picking up land, we can still double cast. Risk factor from the graveyard. So I think we risk factor before we give him an opportunity to remove the fields. That's why I love that Skewer the Critics card. It punishes them for taking the damage on risk factor. Like there, he was not expecting that. You know, like he's like, oh, what's he playing here? I don't know, we're gonna block these guys. Just in case he has like a -2/-2 or something. I have a feeling he had a -2/-2 in his hand or some sort. Why else would he do that? Well, if we do a land, we may have won the game this turn if we had drawn a land, but we did not. So we can do 5 with Banefire. We can't double cast anything. Well, yeah, we can't double cast anything, so I think we're just going to direct current and hope for land at some point. Or no, I think we should risk factor again, in all honesty. It's probably our best bet, yeah. We can toss this to the graveyard. It's not a big deal. And you can see. Alright, one more game on this one. This is a pretty cheap deck to make. It's got a few cards in it that are a few rare cards in it, but I guess the Planeswalker might be hard to come across, but we only want to run one of them just in case. We don't want to be, we don't want to be drawing that early game. It really hurts if we do. Yeah, I like this hand. Flame at Keld and Risk Factor, kind of bummer to have both together in the starting hand, but that should give us some longevity in this game. We'll Risk Factor first, just in case he takes the damage both times. We'll wait to shock to see what he plays. He may play, yes, something like that, so. Not playing first, sometimes you're on the back end, just trying to keep his board clear, unfortunately. I don't think we can, do we want to race him right now, or do we want to kill his creature? I think we kill his creature. So that's fine. He'll probably take the damage, I would imagine. Yeah, he will, so that's really not a problem. We have lands to discard. We have plenty of things to discard. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. One more land, we can do both of these, which is a pretty strong play. Or do we just Flame of Keld now? Maybe we Flame of Keld now? Oh man, I'd really like to get rid of one of these lands in my hand first. So let's do that. So the thing is, we can play both of these next turn. Okay. Question is, this is going to get 3 through. This is going to get 3 through. They're both the same. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the same either way on this play. I really don't want him to know we're running these, so maybe I won't telegraph it right now. Are the merfolk going to take us? It is possible. What's he have? 5, 7. He needs 3 damage next turn above what he has. Oh man. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there it is, boys. And there you have it. 3 games with a different take on mono red. If you like the deck, subscribe. If you want to see more of this deck, let me know. If you want to see something different, like I was talking about some control decks or whatever you want to see, let me know. I'm happy to try new ideas out as well. So if you guys have something new you want me to do, you've had a thought in your head, but you don't have the wild cards for it or whatever, I have most cards in this game, so I can put together most decks. Just let me know what you want to see, and I will put it together for you, put my own spin or take on it, and we can journey with the deck testing together. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy life, guys.